Hello everyone, my name is Notepad Anon and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be working on dungeon tactics yet again. And there's been a few changes from point A to point B. The most notable change is the commissioner asked me to go back and change another attribute. Therefore, we have starting AP and AP regen. This is, as I would casually like to say, completely up the fucking change, because it's kinda jank, not gonna lie. It's just a smidge jank, but I got the basics of combat, well, not basics of combat, I got the basics of things like AP done, and what I'm going to do today is, well, we are going to make this work. We're going to get combat in a relatively decent place, as well as get some very basic enemies done. I want to see what basic enemies look like. So these are all the things I want to get done today. So combat first, then into environments, and then into inventory. Alrighty then. So let's get started. So ignore this. Actually, no, don't ignore this. This is very important. This is the old version of AP. I'm going to keep this here in red just so I don't forget about it, because in case I have to go back, I don't really want to redo things over and over again, because that's kind of stupid. So, action points. Combat encounter. Enemies have been met in the dungeon. Combat begins. Initiative is determined, and all the characters begin their turns. Every character, actually, let's check Divinity Original Sin 2 actions. Because this is what we're basing it off of. That's what we're doing. So what we need is take a look. What we do is we take a step back, and we have to understand what we need to do. All right. So what we're going to do. Okay. We're gonna have to use our very basic abilities here. So, all right, every character. Individual classes determining other abilities they are able to use. And then we're before I do the most basic abilities. Alright, so our basic abilities are... Actually, no, what I should do. All abilities... I've hit all the wrong buttons. All abilities... are based on a... all abilities are written out. This follows written out for ease of seeing. All abilities are, fuck, how do I want to word this? Actually, all abilities are designated with their three components. It's going to be the name of the skill, name of the ability, effect of the ability, then the AP cost of the ability. So we're going to do our most basic moves as physically possible. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We are unstable now. I blame the wikis. So we want to do move. Adjacent 5. We want to say 5 foot tile. Actually, it's 5 foot square tile. Square tile. Consult the consortium. Alright, okay, we're gonna use tiles. Adjacent 5 foot tile. And then 1 AP. Attack. The character strikes an opponent. Strikes a target with a basic melee attack. With a basic attack from their weapon. Dealing damage equal to its value. 2 AP. And then we're going to have... What are some other good... Tactics, advance, actions... advance abilities... tactics RPGs, give me something. Cool, choo-choo. Alright, we need... What would be another good game for this? Because right now I'm working with little to nothing. But let's see, we have action abilities. Okay. Okay, we gotta use. So we're gonna use our basic ones here. So this is what a basic move is going to, basic things are going to look like. It's going to be move, adjacent, 1 AP, 2 AP, and obviously let's just do sort of paragraphs so I know what the hell it's. Move, alright. Well then we can probably put in, let's see, defend. Remaining AP. Their physical defense value. Let's see, armor protection. Yeah, we'll call it the physical defense value. Actually, their physical protection. Either remaining additive for physical protection. Unless do we designate certain classes as magic versus not magic? God, what do we do there? You know what? No, don't think about it too hard. So here's our basic actions. We'll call it act. Interacts with an object. Act. Yeah, let's call it act. The character interacts with a nearby object they are able to pick up. 1 AP. We'll call it XAP. It's a determinate value. If the cost is X. Actually, no, we're going to do that. Okay, we'll shove. The character shoves an opponent, shoves a target 1 tile away. Shoves the target 1 tile away. It's me running up to you and me shoving you. Alright. Shoves the tile 1 target. And the cost is going to be 1 AP for size. And give every enemy a basic size rating. Wouldn't be the worst idea I've ever had. And if we give everyone a size rating, that means we're having more options to actually deal with. We're giving ourselves more mechanics. We're giving ourselves more bits and pieces to chew on. All right, that's a good idea. Size. What I pay per size category. So let's say let's say an average human is 2 size. And I want to, and I'm going against a goblin. A goblin's going to be size 1. I'm going to shove the goblin. It's going to take me 1 AP to shove him. But if I want to shove an orc who's size 3, that's going to take me 3 AP to shove him 1 tile away, which isn't really useful because it's going to be more, it's cheaper for him to walk up and smack you in the face. But you're doing that to reposition people. That's the goal. What would be actually let's change this to interact. Small, yeah, interact. Use. The character uses a utility item. Utility item on their person. Use item. Go alchemists. Tell me. riddle me this. What does throwing a fucking rock at someone? Because that's one of my favorite abilities in Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeeting a rock at someone. Which is very, very nice. Physical attack times 1 or 2. So it's not actually very... Okay. Let's do use items, characters throws item on their person. We're gonna call XAP. Call it XAP with individual items having different AP values. So if I want to chug a potion, it's going to be 1 AP. However, if I want to like wrap myself with bandages, it's going to take 3 AP. So it's kind of the idea of that's managing the economy, which we're going to need a lot of items. Oh, wow, we're going to need a lot of fucking items, aren't we? But actually, you know what? We don't really need that many items. Because we're going to have a lot of variations of the same item, and there's not something like MP or anything to worry about. So, you know what? I have the basics already, basic item list, so I can just add that. We're going to have to add all the ones that have status effects. That's going to be a pain in the ass to do all the status effects, but I have a list of those already. It's just going to be adding them, which is going to be a pain. But yeah, alright. But since this is all guaranteed action, do I add? Oh god, do I add reactions? If I add reactions, what do reactions do? Reactions allow you to do something. Let's say I'm in the middle of a fight. Someone's going to swing a sword at me. I'm going to spend my reaction, and it's not going to happen. Or it's going to spend AP to do thing. All right, that's going to slow down the fucking game a lot, but... You know, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add reactions. Or I don't think this game's gonna work as much as I want it to. So what would be another good do I just add the other? The character... Not covered here, and we're going to have to do... we can actually do... 1 AP... No. Okay, actually what we'll do here... 1 AP... Simple actions... Open door... Throw a small object... Jump over small... Something you can reasonably do in a few seconds. Oh no, my friend needs a potion. Throw potion. Oh god, that doesn't even work. Or does it? Does it work? I mean, by pure theory it does. But pure theory doesn't mean anything where we're going. Because we live in a society, and that society is weird. Golly gee willikers there, Batman. Do I consult the consortium some more? Nah, I don't need to consult the consortium. So, or throw a small object. Open door. There needs to be a better word for this. Actually, what I can do is I can put it as a side note. So, what else is needed? What else? What's a basic skill that someone would have to do something with? Hmm. Screw it. Let's ask the consortium. Here's the current list. Anything I'm missing? Dongal tactics. Yawn, I've waited for so long. Sort of paragraph A to Z. We're going to change this to... Okay, so let's do each action between an active and a reactive action. That's a terrible fucking name. What's a better name? What's a better name for reaction? Active, not an active action. Oh God, no. Battle actions. Yeah, let's call battle actions. That sounds cool. Between battle actions, battle and defensive action. Battle actions are taken during the character's turn, while defensive actions can only be used on the opponent's turn. Opponent's turn to block attacks or dodge out of the way. Then we'll call this the section battle actions. Heading 2, that means we're in heading 3 now. If I was a young man, what would I do? Hello, darkness, my old friend. All right. So what we need to do here is Control Shift A. We need to make a what's a good defensive action to do? Oh, perfect. Dive. Way of a ranged attack. Remaining AP, consuming the remaining AP, and moving them. Would be moving them to an adjacent tile, because you're going to be regenerating it slowly. If you don't have any AP, obviously you're not going to be able to do anything. So it's the AP economy is changing up a little bit more. All right, we like the AP economy. That's the entire point. So what we're going to need is Block. Blocks an attack. Leveled at. Leveled at them. They expend a number of AP to reduce incoming damage. Damage by what? Reduce incoming physical damage by 1 for each. So the idea is defend is going to apply to everything. So, or to their physical protection. So let's say I'm going to defend, I get hit 3 times. I'm not going to have to spend more AP for each block. No, it's just going to be one flat value I get for all 3. So it's like, oh, I get 3 bonus, 3 bonus physical protection for everything. While blocking is 1 attack. That's the, oh god, he's going to hit me for 8 damage. Oh Jesus, oh god, oh god, oh god. Spend all the AP to not die. Yama would be another parrying. Able to spend the consuming the remaining 8. Moving to an adjacent tile that is safe. It's going to cost XAP. It's going to cost remaining AP. Remaining AP, XAP, because we don't know what the value is. Equal to damage being blocked. Yeah, EAP equal to damage being blocked, so that works, I think. Oh god. Why is this the way? Parries the blow an opponent. They are successful. They deal melee damage. They deal melee damage. They deal melee damage to the target. AP equal to double attack value. So, for example, let's say I am a warrior. I'm running up there. I have my 6 AP. I'm going to take 2 steps. I have 4 AP. The goblin's going to hit me with his little stick. That's going to do 2 damage. I can spend my remaining 4 AP and immediately do an attack against him. I'm parrying the blow away and I'm striking him. It's giving you a little bit more options, but it's also kind of an expensive thing to do. And the reason you're going to be doing it is you want to dispatch weaker enemies quickly. Yeah, I think dispatching weaker enemies is... because if you're not getting hit very hard, it's going to punish people. And if the enemies can do it, yeah, that's going to allow... someone like the, I can see who it is. That can be complicated for someone like the Templar, because they're gonna get parried a lot, but that's kind of the point. So it's like, okay, you're gonna take 3 damage, or you're gonna expend 6 AP to, block my blow. So, parry my blow. Alright, so yeah, he's more of an AP sponge than anything. That gives him a little bit more purpose than what's currently going on with him, which is the mean he has no purpose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the butter dog does bring up a good point. Understand disengaging. Gonna have to probably put that next movement. So let's see. Diving out of the way. I'm blocking the blow. I'm parrying the blow. What about dodging? Dodge. Dive is your trump card, kind of like, I'm gonna get shot with a bow. I'm not gonna wake up. If I do, I'm gonna dive out of the way of the ranged attack. However, I'm stunned, which I'm gonna apply later on. Stuns is gonna reduce the amount of AP you regen. Yeah, moving to an adjacent tile that is safe. Actually, what's that? That is unoccupied. AP equal to double melee attack value, or equal to ranged attack value. So it's you kind of dodging out of the way. However, you're going to get someone like the Huntsman who's going to have big damage. So it's going to like, oh, I'm going to expend 5 of my AP to dodge out of the way of the, the arrow being shot at me. But the idea is, that's the point. Like, it's like, ah, yeah, okay, I've knocked you to the ground. You now have no AP, and now the warrior's going to run up there and violate the NAP. All right. I think that kind of summarizes most things. So now we get to move on to movement in the battlefield. Actually, what I should call it is just the battlefield. All right, how do I want to word this? Because one of the issues I'm working with here is that I need to be able to make compelling situations in the table, which normally is not very easy because guess what? We don't get to have nice things. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I am fine. Yeah. Battlefield is the area. Taking place in cramped hallways, 2 wide open caverns. It's never a simple place. Every battlefield is, how do I want to word this? Because I'm going to need maneuvering and when maneuvering around the battlefield, essential to remember positioning and the effects of allied abilities as magic and technique. As magic and technique do not understand the concepts of friendly fire. I don't like it when it gives me that. Okay. Go, friendly fire. Okay, we're gonna do. We're gonna make a side note. Other actions. It'll be. Or wants to, or to make an action covered here from helping out. Not covered here. That is the case. That is the case. Assign a AP value. Assign an AP value to the action. And determine it. And determined its effects. And determine AP value to the action. Let's see. How do I want to word this? Okay. For example, the character wants to pick up their injured teammate and haul them off to safety. The game master determines that this will take a bit of time and is going to require 3 AP to do. Or a simple rule of thumb, consult the following. And we're going to do 1 AP, simple actions that take a few moments. 3 AP, require strain or effort to do properly. 5 AP, that would take a significant amount of time. 7 AP, dangerous or risky maneuvers that the character is taking their time with. 9 AP, incredibly slow and laborious tasks that require concentration and time. We're going to put that right here. Format, insert, table, 1 by 1. Not like that. Why are you that? Oh no. Oh no. Why do you do this to me? Okay. Because if you don't have something like this in here, something is going to fall apart and someone's going to ask a question of how I can do this. And rather than winging it, give the GM a tool to wing it. That's my philosophy anyway. Oof, ow. Okay. Movement to any tile they are able to step on. The character able to step on can move it. Do I add the character can move in any direction of their choice as well. If a character needs to go up or down, the same rules for movement apply, except the tile considered to be vertical. Human can fall how many feet before they are hurt? All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's check out. Let's go to Quora. Wait a second. Where... Oh no. There we go. I was like, oh god, where's my bookmark bar? Let's see. I skydive out and landing on a pile of cardboard boxes. Using those broke his fall. A huge ray. And fell through the glass roof of a train station. Oh, God. All these little fucking smartasses here. Like, it's not the fall. Like, you know exactly what he's asking. You dumbasses. You people. You people. So let's see. Tile is considered to be vertical. A character will take... Character can can drop down, climb, can drop down a 5 foot, and a 5 foot can drop down a tile reasonably safely. While a character dropping further will take 2, let's call it 2 stacking HP damage for each 5 foot, for each tile falling. And then we're going to put a footnote here. Footnote, for example, I am pushed up. Example, Sir Knight is pushed off a ledge and falls 15 feet on the ground. While slightly injured, he can, well, slightly, he would take 2. He would take 6 damage in total. 2, for example, Sir Knight is pushed off a ledge and falls 15 feet on the ground. He would take 6 damage in total. 2 from the second tile falling, and 4 from the... God, how do I want to word this? Like, I can see exactly what I want to say. Pretty much, let's say you would quote fall 3 tiles. You don't take any damage the first one. The second one, you would take 2 damage. The third one, you take 4 damage. So when you hit the bottom, you take 6 in total. So 2, 4. So if you were to fall another one, it would be 12 damage. If you fall 20 feet, it would be 20 damage. It would be pretty lethal. Again, you fall on your ass, like you're falling down and breaking something. So it gets pretty lethal at about 20, 30 feet. God. Reasonable safety. Further, will take 2 stacking HP damage per file. For example, Sir Knight is pushed off a ledge and falls 15 feet on the ground. You take 6 damage. You take 6 damage in total. 2 from. You take 6 damage in total. Take 6. 2 from the 10-foot drop. And 4 from the 15-foot drop. Damage in total. This isn't immediately fatal to, like, lower tier, but the problem is once you start falling further, like, yeah, it would be, technically you'd be taking 12 damage at a 20-foot fall, which is not necessarily lethal to a lot of characters, but it'll fucking hurt. But if you're a fragile child falling over, I mean, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Like, bigger characters are gonna be able to last, so it would be 2, 6, 10. So 2 damage, 4 damage, 6 damage. So that would be 2 plus 4. So it would be 12 damage here, and then we'd go to 8. 8 plus 12 would be 20 damage. 10 damage, it would be 30 health. 12, which would be 42. Alright, so you can reasonably fall 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You can roughly fall 35 feet flat without dying, with your pretty tough, which that's still that's roughly speaking about 3 stories, which is pretty damn impressive, because at 20 feet it's kind of a 50-50. Damage total. Character climbing up. Can move up a tile easily. However, any further will need equipment or assistance from allies. Move up a tile easily, but requiring assistance for the second tile. A character will need climbing equipment to get up higher. In total, from characters with proper equipment, do not take these penalties. With proper equipment or abilities, do not take damage when they fall. Climb equipment to get up higher. So reasonably speaking, let me think about this for a second. So I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'2", effectively. I'm a pretty big guy. I can reasonably climb on top of something that's 5 foot. You know, it's going to take me a minute, but I can do it. At 10 feet, it's a little bit more complicated. Like, I can do it if I had some help, but it's going to either take me a hell of a long time, or it's going to, if it's 10 feet, it's pretty much almost twice my height. So it's about 4 feet higher, so it'd be about here. Actually, no, it'd be so it'd be a little bit taller. So if I, like, jump up and try to, like, pull myself up, that wouldn't quite work either. So yeah, you need kind of help for that. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Oi. Let's see. We're going to do hostile terrain next. Characters. Hostile terrain. Hostile or uneven terrain may require additional AP to be spent moving through it. For example, if a hallway is filled with a jelly-like substance, the jelly-like for example, if traveling through a partially submerged section of the dungeon, it may take 2 AP to wade through the muck. Wade through the muck. God, do I add swimming rules? That's the consortium. You know what, I can actually ask the other consortium. Question to the masses. Swimming rules. Important or no? Half of me wants to add them because, again, it'll inevitably come up if I don't. However, if I don't know. Like, that's kind of a... Alright. He does bring up a good idea. If there's going to be water, and again, we can't assume any dungeons are going to be any different than any other, so we have to at least have the basic concept of it in. Okay, so if a in water, they must expend their armor rating. That's what we end up calling it, the armor rate, armor protection. Protection in AP to stay afloat. Spending stays afloat. Spending it again to move into an adjacent tile. Meaning that someone like the scoundrel, who has 2, is going to take effectively 4 AP to, when he leaps in, it's going to take him 2 AP to kind of stay up, float, and 2 AP to keep moving through it. So someone like the Templar, who has 5, he's going to effectively need 10 AP to even move in it. He's going to be expending almost his entire amount of AP just to stay afloat, because he's in plate armor. So that does give him a little bit more leeway. And it also encourages players to kind of take things like water a little bit more seriously, alright? I should have had a secondary rule for fucking drowning, shouldn't I? Stay afloat, and spending it again to move into an adjacent tile. If a character is unable to stay afloat, they will begin to sink. You sink and drown. Taking HP. Taking 5 HP every round until they are dead. Dead or dragged out. Items and abilities can assist with this. Oh god, what other movement-based? Let's see. So we've got vertical movement, we've got swimming. What other important things would you find in a dungeon that is reasonable to assume? I don't want to do something like flying. Flying is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be like, yeah, you weren't affected. That's going to be that effectively. No, I don't think there is really anything else. Movement's pretty basic, but that does bring me to the environment. Environment. A dungeon is a living ecosystem. The ecosystem, it functions on its own logic, rhythm. When delving, characters will encounter situations in the environment they can use to their advantage. Character advantage or hinder their progress. To note, everything can be interacted with. To note, everything can be interacted with. Water can be frozen. God, how do you even account for this? Oh, no, no, no. I don't know how I want to do this now. Because I have the idea. Like, I need to accommodate the divinity. God, what am I looking for here? Because I need to accommodate the divinity original sin method. The divinity original sin assumes that you can do a lot of things with it. There's a lot of little things. You can knock over, if you set fire to oil, it explodes. If you freeze water, it's there. If you take out fire really quickly with water, it becomes mist. It's like, oh, actually, I gotta find that then. Divinity original sin. Environment interactions, I guess. Applies burning. Oh no. How many are there? Oh, high ground. I gotta manage high ground, don't I? Fuck. Alright. This is fine. This is fine, right, everyone? Please tell me it's going to be okay. I don't think it's going to be. Okay, so what we need to do... Alright, so at the end of the day, we're going to have to worry about surfaces, clouds, liquids. Okay, so... Okie dokie then. Okay, I know what I gotta do. Overall, all effects in the dungeon can be broken down into three words. Oh no. Okay, so this is fine. Nightmares will go away, right? Please tell me the nightmares will go away. Why won't they go? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, if a character were to find themselves submerged in water, okay, what we need to do is overall all effects of the dungeon can be broken down into three states of matter. Into three states: surfaces, clouds, and liquids. Surfaces, okay, that would be clouds, liquids, and yeah, surfaces. Clouds are gaseous mists that are either natural or unnatural, spreading and dissipating quickly. A cloud will extend. So actually, okay, let's take for a second. Let me get my handy dandy notebook out. I feel like I'm Dora the fucking Explorer, but overall, if we apply something like a Dwarf Fortress gas logic, okay, so now that's not going to work. So what we'll need to do is, so let's say, for example, we have gas at rank 5, let's say. So gas, what it's going to do is going to dissipate at tile 1, it's going to be 5. All the tiles surrounding it, it's going to be 4. Then 3. And then 2. And then 1. So it's going to spread out from its core. It's going to spread out rapidly, and it's not going to care. So maybe something like, you know what? When in doubt, you want to know where we go? We look at fucking YouTube. Divinity, Original Sin to Gas Cloud. It looks like it hangs in the air. It doesn't dissipate. If it hangs in the air and doesn't dissipate, that means we can make it work. Okay. No, this is fine. So if we do that, and we do the idea that gas is... Okay. Either natural spreading... Spreading quickly. Hang in the air. Duration of the effect, but can be avoided by covering mouth or getting low, because gas will rise. Gas doesn't fall. Yeah, gas would... No, that doesn't work. I don't want to do this. Unless I just say fuck it and not deal with it. Water is spilled or created. Spreading along the ground to... Spreading along the ground. Finally, the surface. The surface of an area can be coated in various things, or simply be a kind of object. For example, the party comes across a room filled with poisonous gas. A triggered trap of a previous band of adventurers. The gas has been sitting for a time and is located inside of a stone room. Characters decide to open the door quickly, dropping to the ground as the creeping gas escapes from the room and quickly dissipates. While it smells of death, it is no longer difficult to breathe. deadly to breathe it. However, if the characters have the tools or abilities, they can instead attempt to burn the poison out of the air, or dilute it with their own gaseous substances, their own gaseous abilities. Which, in another game, in another world, if I was far, far, far more autistic, what I would do probably is I would make a full system of almost Dwarf Fortress-esque, based off sevens probably. So something is filled with 7, it's, top to bottom. However, if it's different, it's going to start spreading differently. Probably make it 5 though, for the ease of for simplicity's sake more than anything. Oh God! Why am I yawning? But all right. I feel like I'm missing something. Because pretty much I need to get across the Divinity Original Sin concept of I see a barrel. I know the barrel is full of oil. I'm going to throw a fireball at that. It's going to hit. It's going to explode. Everyone's going to die. However, how do you put that into words? That's the complicated part, because you can make it really simple, or you make it a little bit more complex. And do you even need to put words like that on paper? I mean, because if you don't need to put it on paper, it's not going to have any rules, and it's kind of a GM dependent thing. However, I think the question ultimately kind of boils down to is, do you, as a game master, should this game give the game master credit effectively to make these decisions on his own? Because if you say yes, the book and the game should give its the person running it the effect of saying, hey, if there's a barrel of oil and you throw a fireball at it, it's going to explode. Or, hey, there's a cloud of gas. This is how the cloud of gas is going to work. On the other hand, do you not trust them to do that and explicitly spell it out? Because again, it's not like you can do a save or anything. And mechanics always benefit the player. That's the thing. That's what I've always said. Most of the time anyway, mechanics benefit the player, because it gives them more room to say, no, or it gives them more room to know what's going on. If you don't have, in a game with no mechanics, it's entirely up to the GM to make that decision. And in a diceless game, is that fair to give the GM that much power to make decisions on what various things do? For ease's sake, I would say, yes, it's completely reasonable to do that, because you don't know what dungeons they're going to want to bring people in. On the other hand, if you want a tactical experience, you have to understand that it's going to have to be basic. It's going to have to understand what it's actually working with. And if it's not, help me, oh God, help me. I think that's kind of the biggest issue with this game. It's that there's a lot of maybes and a lot of ifs, and do you trust the game master to run the game the right way? On one hand, you can say yes, of course. On the other hand, you can say no. Why would you? That wouldn't be a fair and balanced experience. But also, hello, second viewer. Welcome to Notepad Loses His Goddamn Mind. or he rambles incoherently trying to figure out an answer to a puzzle he doesn't know. Because there has to be an answer. That's the thing. I know there is an answer to this, and I don't... My natural game designer instinct says don't put it in. And I'm going to have to go with my gut on this. I'm going to have to go with my gut on it for two simple reasons. One, because I don't know enough about it. And two, I'm not a machine. If I could list out every single possible interaction with every single possible thing, then I would. But again, I'm not an actual just machine that can do that. This may surprise some of you. But alright, I'm not gonna put it in then. I don't think I can. I don't think it's appropriate. Meantime. Okay, so I have to do venturing. So, adventure. Dungeon tactics. Nothing without the call of adventure. That comes with the dungeon. It comes with the dungeon itself. Characters will explore, poke around, and attempt to understand depths of the chasm they find themselves in. This can almost be, yeah, this is going to be a very long section. Character. You know what? I'm not going to write this bit. I'm not going to write this bit right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him how he wants to handle that. I'm going to ask Commissioner anyway how he wants to handle it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for watching. I know it doesn't look like we got a lot done. However, what we did do was finish up the entirety of combat, as well as get some bits and pieces about movement and dungeon environments. So where we are right now is done with this. I'm gonna have to ask him on adventuring. If he doesn't want that part of it, it's not going to be in. However, next week we're going to be starting on the class abilities. It's literally just going to be me going through all the class abilities and fixing them. It will not be